The top news posts of September 10.
Wednesday, September 10th, at 2:51 a.m. Poland downs Russian drones as huge number violate airspace. Prime Minister says ABC News. Poland's air defenses brought down numerous Russian drones deep inside its NATO territory. This dangerous incursion marks a concerning escalation amid Russia's war in Ukraine.
Wednesday, September 10th at 2:47 a.m., Trump floats new tariffs on China, India to squeeze Russia, Bloomberg.com. Donald Trump reportedly urged the EU to impose a staggering 100% tariff on China and India. This drastic measure aims to pressure Russia, particularly concerning its oil trade.
Wednesday, September 10th, at 12:35 a.m., Army tries to restore order in Nepal after protest violence intensifies. Politico. Deadly protests and escalating violence grip Nepal. The army is deployed, guarding parliament and patrolling streets, issuing warnings amidst curfews to restore order.
Tuesday, September 9th at 10:36 p.m. Suspect in stabbing of Ukrainian woman in North Carolina charged with federal crime. The Guardian. Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska was tragically murdered in a Charlotte train attack. The suspect's violent history fuels national crime debates and White House criticism of policies.
Tuesday, September 9th at 10:29 p.m. Federal judge blocks Trump from firing Fed Governor Lisa Cook for Now NPR. A federal judge has temporarily blocked Donald Trump from firing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, marking a key initial victory for Cook.
Tuesday, September 9th, at 10:09 p.m. White House rebukes Israel over strike on Hamas in Qatar. The Washington Post. Israel's strike on Hamas in Qatar sparked a White House rebuke. Trump claims the U.S. tried to warn Doha, but Israel kept him in the dark, raising doubts and oil prices.
Tuesday, September 9th at 9:32 p.m. Protesters call out Trump as he dines out in Washington, The New York Times. Donald Trump's rare D.C. dinner, promoting a federal law enforcement surge, was disrupted by protesters. He asserted the city was safe, but they called him out.
Tuesday, September 9th at 9:05 p.m. Meta covered up potential child harms whistleblowers claim BBC. Meta whistleblowers reveal the company's suppressed research on child safety and potential VR harms. These revelations are now fueling demands for legal action.
Tuesday, September 9th at 7:45 p.m. Macron picks Sébastien Lecornu as France's next prime minister. The New York Times. President Macron has appointed Sébastien Lecornu as France's new prime minister. The outgoing defense minister takes office as Bloc Everything. Protests are already underway across the country.
Tuesday, September 9th at 7:45 p.m. ICE operations ramp up in Chicago ahead of Mexican Independence Day. Chicago Sun-Times. ICE is significantly increasing operations in Chicago targeting criminal illegal aliens. Ahead of Mexican Independence Day, this federal action faces local objections, putting sanctuary cities on alert.
Tuesday, September 9th at 7:22 p.m. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu and challenger Josh Kraft advance to 1-1 general election. NBC News. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu and challenger Josh Kraft are advancing to the November general election. They will face off for the city's top office as voters prepare to decide.
Tuesday, September 9th at 6:06 p.m. Princeton grad student kidnapped for over 900 days in Iraq has been released. Trump says CBS Prince Elizabeth Surkov, an Israeli-Russian grad student, has been freed from 903 days in Iraq. President Trump announced her release.
Tuesday, September 9th at 4:51 p.m. Supreme Court lets Trump freeze $4 billion in foreign aid for Now Axios. Chief Justice Roberts and the Supreme Court temporarily sided with President Trump, letting him freeze billions in foreign aid despite congressional approval.
Tuesday, September 9th at 4:29 p.m. Critics fault Supreme Court for allowing immigration stops that consider race and ethnicity, Los Angeles Times. The Supreme Court's decision allowing federal officers to more freely make immigration stops considering race draws heavy criticism, fueling fears of racial profiling and increased raids.
Tuesday, September 9th at 11 a.m. Pushing Democratic reset. A religious Texas lawmaker runs for Senate, The Washington Post. Rising Democrat James Tallarico, a millennial seminarian, enters the Texas U.S. Senate race. He vows to challenge GOP billionaires, bridge divides, and turn the state blue.